Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this fantastic world. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And I'm so happy. Isaac, are you happy?
I'm very happy. A win is a win.
A win is a win, and we're making our way maybe to hopefully another trophy. So let's wait and see. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had to record some behind the scenes footage for our members, but yeah, it's gonna be a really good show. I'm confused in my bones this morning, but you can see there's a new face. There's a new face this morning, but we'll get into that intro just after the music intro. Yes, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And you can see I've got a massive smile on my face. It's not because it's Friday. Friday does mean it's the Easy Talk, the flagship segment every Friday, 7:30 p.m. UK time. It's not for that. It's because we beat Liverpool. We beat Liverpool, but we'll get into that just in a second. My opening lines, as always, guys. Feel free to subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. Hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest news right here on this wonderful channel, this wonderful community, which is Cannon Fodder TV. And you might have noticed there's another new face on Cannon Fodder TV. The family's growing. I've got another brother from another mother now. Isaac, how are you, man?
Oh, fine, thank you. Finally, now I'm making my debut.
Let's hope you score a hat trick.
I have to score that hat trick now.
Okay, all right. So, guys, I noticed there's a slight delay in the response, so we will persevere unless things get, a little bit unbearable. I'd say we'll have to see what we can do. But I noticed there's a slight lag in Isaac's response, but we go onwards and upwards. Okay. So yes, Isaac. So we beat Liverpool. We beat Liverpool. What are your thoughts on the game last night, Isaac?
It was a good game. Now Arteta has beaten Klopp 3 times in his last 4 games. He has faced Liverpool 4 times. He has beaten Klopp twice on penalties, and a win is a win. We got a win yesterday, and I'm very happy. Leno, man of the match. We've been complaining about Martinez, and see now Leno is proving as why he's number 1.
Yeah, I actually saw he did they interviewed him after the game, and he said, "I am number 1. I was number 1, and I'm still number 1." Okay, I can't argue that he saved. Was it 2 penalties? He saved 2 penalties.
He saved 2 penalties, and before the penalties, he made 7 important saves. 7.
Okay, all right. So he is our number 1 after all, Isaac.
Yeah, he's our number 1, and I'm actually happy that he's now back on his feet. Before I was a little bit shaky. A little bit when he's on the goal, going up in the air, he was a little bit shaky after that injury from Brighton. But I can see he's now getting back to his feet. And I believe he's going to be very good this season. He's going to make very important saves. Of course, I expect him to give us clean sheets. Clean sheets are also important in the league. So I expect him to perform this season. With the kind of defense that he has now, I believe he's going to shine.
Yeah,
A goalkeeper is as important as his defense.
Absolutely. I want to ask you a question. I've been very, very critical, Isaac, of this player here. And I was very, very surprised to see that he started on the left side, the left wing. What did you think about Pepe's performance last night?
I believe Pepe has been playing a little bit out of confidence. If you've noticed lately, he plays a good game once he scores or he's given an assist. Yesterday, he tried to give a little bit of a good performance than the other games. Though I believe he can do better. He can improve from what he's done. You know, last season was maybe, let's say, a transition year for him. Now I'm expecting him to perform this season, and I know there is a lot of pressure being the most expensive player in Arsenal squad. Believe there is a little bit of pressure on him, but I expect him to take that. And Ateta said that he's someone who's improved greatly under him, and I believe he's going to improve. Perhaps, given that we have a proper midfield, I see him shining.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. But for me, it was really refreshing to see that it wasn't so predictable that he was coming off on the right hand side. I was so surprised that he was on the left hand side, and he had a pretty good game from what I saw. I saw the first half. I didn't see so much of the second half because I had to go and collect my wife from her college. But from what I saw in the first half, he was one of our main attacking threats in the attack there. What about Saka?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your thoughts on Saka? Do you think he had a
Saka is phenomenal.
yeah?
He's proven that he can play in any role in that front three. He can play in the midfield. You can see the way he tracks back to play in that midfield. He goes to the right, to the left, to the center. He's proven that he's very versatile. He can play any role, and I believe with the experience, we have a real gem in our hands.
We need to protect him, not overplay him because he's still a youngster. But what a player! What a player! So it begs the question: why didn't he play in the first game on Monday against Liverpool? Why do you think he didn't play in the first game?
Actually, I wanted him to play because you can see the way he creates chances. He's a creator. He's more like I tried. He starts with Hussein Aouar. Hussein Aouar has had created 9 chances, scored 10. The same stats just as Saka. He's young, just 19, and he plays the same. He creates chances, scores goals when he has to. And given that he has been given his first call up to England senior team.
Oh wow! I'm so happy for Saka. Really, really happy. He's been, apart from Aubameyang, I'll say maybe the other signings there. For me, it was very, very important that we kept hold of Saka because I know at one point there was a delay whether he was going to sign the contract or not. And yeah, it's so good to see. Literally, we got some faith now in these youngsters coming through from Held Academy there. So very, very happy. Your thoughts on now one of the defenders, one of the transfers, Gabriel. What do you think about Gabriel? How was his performance?
Gabriel, sensational.
Yeah.
He was second to Leno. Leno being man of the match. I believe he had a very good game. I was actually surprised he did not play on Monday. I don't know why Ateta did not play him on Monday. That's why he's the coach. But I really wanted to see him on Monday. His physicality, his aerial ability is top. He's won all the aerial balls. So I had expected him to play on Monday. I don't know why he did not play, but he had a good game. I can see him progressing. Just 22 years and he's doing wonders. I can see him become the best of the defenders in England.
Fantastic. Listen, before coming live, I seen a couple of live chats in regards to Mohamed Elneny, who missed the penalty there. What are your thoughts on Mohamed Elneny, Isaac?
Elneny almost cost us, but surprisingly we won. Leno made those important saves for us to go through. I believe Elneny can do better. He has improved a lot under Arteta, and he can still improve. He's come far long than where he was before Arteta. Arteta has improved him, and I can see him. Given that perhaps we have a new signing in the midfield, he can be coming off as a squad player He's more a squad player than a first team starter.
Okay.
But I can see him improving. He has that potential of improving.
Okay. Okay. And before I go into the live chat, Isaac, I want to ask you another quick question in regards to Emma Smith Rowe. Do you see him? Is there any spot for him in the squad there, or in the first team?
Smith Rowe plays as a winger, and we have so many wingers at the moment. But I can see him. He'll have a little bit of time, a little bit to sharpen him. Yeah, I believe he can be sharpened. He'll have some game time.
Okay. Okay. Let me go into the live chat. I see it's just lit up this morning. And again, anyone's just watching now, we've just been talking very, very quickly. There's no transfer news today. Please give me a break. We're just talking about the game last night. Yes, Arsenal eventually overcame Liverpool and to win on penalties. Fantastic. And Willock, oh my goodness, what a penalty. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen, they all count. They all count.
Yeah,
they all count.
They all count.
So let me go into the live chats and see who we have here. We've got Ashley D, who says, come on, put the toast down and let's get going. The toast? What are you talking about? Congrats to Arsenal Chief Scouts for what he's doing. Just so incredible. Yes, Cesar, you're absolutely right there. I mean, in fact, Saka, all those guys, they did a wonderful job. And I don't care. I've got a couple of Liverpool friends. Isaac, they said, but you know, for Klopp, it's not an important cup. It was Liverpool's B team. Listen, a cup is a cup, and a win is a win. I've got Monty, my wingman, saying, hi, Alex. Hi to the Canon 4 TV family. And of course, he's come with the stats. Thank you to every single one of you. 9,120 subscribers. Incredible. You guys are absolutely awesome. So the next landmark, it seems like it's going to be 10,000 subscribers, Isaac. 10,000.
Yeah, going there.
Okay, we have the first comment from a member who says, no. It's Elneny, actually. Almost cost us the game with his miss, Isaac. We can forgive him, though, can't we?
Yes, we can forgive him, given that we won. Huh?
We won. Okay. The Majid, who's another member, says, hi, Alex and Monty. I missed the Q&A and the game last night. Had to wake up early, so couldn't stay up late. If anyone's quite not aware of what Majid's talking about, every Thursday night there's going to be a Q&A session. The live chat is only operational to and open to the paid members. So you subscribers can see the regular live show, but they cannot access the live chat. It's only a Q&A session for paid up members. Isaac, are you a member?
Actually, the option is not available in Kenya.
Oh, right.
I hope
Okay.
you send me a message, an email, so that I can join.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. Rather controversial here. Seems Kolasinac has another horrible game.
It was average. It was average, and I think Arteta gave him that game to start, perhaps because of his physicality to stop the young lads from coming into our box. But he was average. He's not a first team player to me.
Yeah.
Because I guess with the game we have on Sunday with Sheffield, that's why he started Kolasinac instead of Tierney.
Yeah. But Isaac, what I don't understand is, again, doing transfer news for the last month and a half, I feel a little bit fatigued. Isn't Kolasinac linked with a move to buy Leverkusen?
Yeah, he's linked with a move. I was surprised why he started that game, but I've seen several teams start their players who've been linked with the moves away. So wow. I don't know why they are doing that, but I would have preferred he be rested. You risk giving him an injury, and a team could pull out if he got an injury.
Yeah, I was very worried about that, actually. Okay, let's go back into the chat again. The live chat has been so lively this morning. I wonder why. Monty says, Ahmed, come on, man. He isn't one of our best penalty takers. He's talking about Elneny. We all knew that. Why everyone's always quick to get at Elneny? He's had another solid CDM performance. Again, I didn't see the majority of the match. From what I saw, I thought Elneny had a really good game, apart from the penalty miss. And my first thought was, he's not a penalty taker. So, but anyway, listen, we can forgive him, as Ike says, because we won the game. Let's get over it. What else do we have in the live chat? Those of you who are probably thinking, why am I picking and choosing the comments in the live chats? Because I have to read the members' comments first because they've paid for that privilege there. It's difficult for me because the app I use doesn't easily identify who are the members there, so I'm having to recognize the names and then actually highlight their live chat on here. Matt says, I'm not happy about the loan deal of Torreira to Atleti. With only an option to buy, I feel we are kind of being bullied by Atletico. The deal should be sell or loan with obligation to buy. Isaac, what do you think?
I think Atleti and all the other clubs have been faced with challenges due to COVID, and I don't believe they have the funds. That's perhaps why they want to take him on loan. And Arsenal, we really want to move him on. We cannot have him on our squad. We want to create space for another incoming midfielder. I would have wanted him to permanently leave, but at times you have to go for a win-win situation. You've created a chance for an incoming midfielder. Perhaps, hopefully, he shines during his time at Atleti. We wish him well, so that he's taken part on a permanent deal. The Athletic coach knows him, and he really likes to play the kinds of Torreira in his midfield, and I can see him flourishing in Athletic midfield. So hopefully he'll be taken permanently at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's funny. I do see Torreira as a Simeone type of player, and as with Martinez, the only thing we can is wish him, all the best. And I think it will probably end up being a permanent deal. But we wish Lucas Torreira, all the best when he leaves Arsenal. Okay, Maggie says, yeah, Leno is still great. People jumped on the Martinez bandwagon. There was no Martinez bandwagon. And there was too much hate on Leno. One thing that really upset me, I think it was Monday actually when I did the Monday morning show, Isaac, someone came in and told me that Leno had received a lot of hate. It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. He was receiving a lot of hate on social media. How and there was death threats as well. Death threats. What is the world coming to? It's only a game of football. Only a game of. There's no need to go to that level where you're threatening the life of another human being. There's no reason for that. It's only a game of football.
We've got to understand that Leno is coming back from an injury, and perhaps he has to come in a bit after bit. He cannot just slide in and be as phenomenal as he was before his injury. So I understand him. He'll have a little bit of time. It'll take a little bit of time to slide into the team, to start making the important saves like the one he made the game yesterday. And I believe with the best defense, with a compact defense, you can see him perform. As I said earlier, the goalkeeper is as good as his defense. You can have a good goalkeeper, but with a shaky defense, he'll always concede goals. But if he has a solid defense, he'll always make those important saves, like the saves he made yesterday with Gabriel in front of him. Actually, I was surprised yesterday Gabriel could communicate with Leno.
That's a good point. And you know what I noticed as well from Gabriel? One of the corners that Liverpool had, Gabriel was organising the defenders, saying to them, stand here. I was thinking, that's what you want. A commanding CB. commanding his troops where to be at the point of attack. I thought, oh, and he's communicating with Leno. I thought, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Let me go back into the live chat again. I'll give this question to you, Isaac. He says, do you think Pepe is an upgrade on... Who is that? Is it Iwobi? Iwobi? Can't be it.
Iwobi went to Everton.
Everton.
Pepe had a good game at Lille. I've watched his clips. He was phenomenal. And I believe he's taking time to settle in this season. Hopefully he plays at the level he was playing at Lille. And I believe he's a good player with the kind of dribbles that he's making. He's more better than Iwobi. And
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, the communication, the link that he had with Gabriel at Lille, I've seen them play together. The long balls, you've seen Arteta bring in the long ball from defenders to the attackers. And I've seen Gabriel play that. He actually gave an assist to Pepe when he was at Lille. So I've been following keenly. Any player who's linked to Arsenal, I follow keenly. I try to see what they can bring in and where they can improve. Once Pepe settles in, he'll be a threat. I believe the only thing that he has to do is settle in well. And given that he's 24 years, he's still young, so he can settle in the next 2-3 seasons. We'll have someone we be proud of that we bought him at 72 is a real deal.
Yeah, okay. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is the new Iceman with all the ice running through his veins when taking penalties. So cool, calm and collective. You know what? When I saw that penalty and I thought, oh my goodness, he's so relaxed. I was thinking, please don't mess up. What a cool, calm and collective penalty, Isaac. So calm.
Similar to the Community Shield, the same spot. Arteta said when Niles takes such a penalty, it's like he's having a heart attack. He's so cool. the kind of run that he's making before the penalty, and he just slices it in smoothly. I saw him smile and laugh after that penalty. So phenomenal. He's bringing what we see in the PS PlayStations to the real world. He's bringing it to the real world. Like you see the players take penalties in the PlayStations, the kind of runs they make in the PlayStations, and they're bringing it to the field.
Same thing. The
same thing. He's so cool, composed. He cannot miss a penalty. He should be our regular penalty taker.
My goodness. And so all this talk about him being linked to Manchester United. Did you believe it?
No, I don't believe it.
Just rumors. Yeah. I'm worried about Saka. We need to find one position for him rather than turn him into a James Miller type player. Thoughts, Isaac?
Saka can play well in the midfield. He creates chances. If he brings him to the midfield, I can see him flourish. You saw the West Ham game. He gave his assist from the midfield, not from the wide left. Yes, he can shift positions. They can alternate positions. Arteta was asked how he adapted to the game yesterday, and he said he did a little bit of twisting to the formation. He changed some positions. He rotated. Players were rotating positions throughout the game, but I can see him flourish in the midfield. If we cannot get a creative midfielder, let him put in that position to be a creative midfielder and get a holding midfielder. He can do better there.
Yeah. Okay. Screenboy 8 says, good morning, guys, and good morning to you as well. Screenboy 8. Guys, I'm going through all the members' comments first before anybody else's because they paid for that privilege there. Maggie says, I'm surprised Saliba is not getting any game time. I heard he might be going on loan. I have read that news as well. I didn't realize that his mother passed away quite recently, so he's going through a lot of emotional turmoil there. So who in their right mind would be thinking about playing football when you've literally just lost your mother? So yeah, thoughts on that, Isaac? Saliba.
I understand Saliba.
Mm,
He had a little bit of a rough time during his loan spell at Saint Etienne. He had a couple of injuries, and given that he's lost his mother, as a human being, you've got to understand that it has to take you a while to mourn, grieve a parent, and come back to the game. Uh, Let him take his time, but
yeah.
I don't believe he should be taken back to a loan spell. Throw him to the league, to the cup games,
Mm,
Europa,
mm,
FA, Carabao Cup.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
believe he's gonna be a solid defender. I've seen him play at his best, and given that he's just 19 years old,
He's got time to develop.
uh, yeah, he's got time to develop.
Yeah. Sell Elneny. We don't need him at the club. He's taking the spot of Smith Rowe. But they're different type players, aren't they? Because for me, I think Smith Rowe is more of an attacking midfielder, whereas Elneny's like a defensive midfielder. So they're
Yeah,
not similar type players anyway. So
yeah. Elneny is definitely a holding midfielder.
yeah,
You see the way he plays, but Smith Rowe wants to take the ball forward, wants to carry, he wants to be a ball carrier. So they are two different, a little bit different types of player. So let's keep him. Let's keep him
yeah,
as a squad player. A squad player.
okay.
When injuries come in, we'll probably know why the importance of having the squad depth.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And as you said as well, since his loan spell at Besiktas, Elneny has come back to Arsenal a completely different player. He's a different player, So give him
Yeah,
the opportunity.
he's a dip,
He
he's a
hasn't done
different player.
anything.
You could think he's a new signing.
Yeah, and I thought he was. Emma Smith Rowe can also play in the midfielder as a CM, but won't get too much time. Most probably more game times during cup competitions. But I want to see him feature, a lot more. He was loaned out to Huddersfield. He did play under Unai Emery quite a lot in the cup competition, especially in the Europa League. I want to see him now get some more times in the first team, if it's at all possible. If injuries are going to come, which it's a long old season, the Premier League. So let's try and keep this player. I don't want to see him loaned out again. Let him have his time. It's another one here. Where are we? Okay, here we go. I'm not a fan of Elneny, but you can't judge a player and how he did in one game based on one penalty kick. Yeah, I mean, it's not fair, is it, to say, oh, he missed a penalty and we've got to sell him or loan him. It's unfair, is it not, Isaac? It's not
It's
fair.
unfair.
It's
If you
unfair.
go back to the Community Shield, he nullified the Liverpool midfield. Yeah, if you have to judge, please go back to the Community Shield before you judge.
Yeah. Screenboy says, Leno was amazing. Gabriel was great. It was the first home defeat at home for Liverpool by an English club. 3 years. 3 years. Broken that spell. Majid. Oh, okay, I've done that one already. Sorry. I've done that already. I'm so excited. Mark my words, Elneny will cost us points this season. Isaac.
No. And then will only come as a squad player. I only see him coming as a substitute. Probably, I pray that we get Aouar. If we get Aouar, that midfield will have probably Saka and Aouar. So Elneny will only be coming in as a substitute, perhaps during the 80th minute or 85th minute, or perhaps feature in the cup competition. If he features in the cup competition, he'll be more of a holding midfielder. So Elneny, I don't see him playing much of a regular first-time football. So let's just keep him a squad player. You never know when the injuries come in.
Okay. Listen, Isaac, it's the first time I had you come live, actually on the live show. We've never debated this, given a choice between Thomas Partey and Hossam Aouar. If you had to choose one player, who would you choose and why?
Phew, that's a hard question. Alex, when you look at our games, every game demands either of them. When you look at the West Ham game, it demands our a
Yeah.
holding midfield, a creative midfielder. When you look at the Liverpool game, we like needed the both a holding who is a box to box player and a creative midfielder who takes the ball forward. The different games that we have like kind of demanding the two. One game demands Partey, the other games demands our. Oh, is a different question there. But I'll take our,
Oh, wow.
given that we are struggling to create. You saw the Liverpool game. You could see that Aouar was nowhere. We had someone who could create for him, slice the passes, the crosses to the Liverpool the box. Perhaps he could have got something. So more of someone who's creative, and Shaka could play the defensive role. I've seen him play the defensive role. I've seen Shaka go back to defend, play as a left back
Yeah.
while TNE advances. So he's more of a holding midfielder. So for now, if I have to choose one, I will go with Aouar for the creativity and
Mm-hmm.
play him with Shaka so that Shaka becomes more of a holding midfielder before we get some more fans to get Partey, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Good. A player like Aouar will bring the best out of Pepe. Alex, all this talk, AM or DM in a modern invention. Look at Roy Keane. He was a ball-playing player at Forest. Yeah, he was, and later developed into a hard man. Emma Smith Rowe can be molded into that player given time. Oh, I don't think he has that in his temperament, really. Emma Smith Rowe to be I don't think so.
And given his physicality, as a DM, you need someone who's physical,
Yeah,
physical with his body physique. Perhaps someone who's more of strength to
yeah,
play as
Emma.
a DM.
Yeah, Emma Smith Rowe. I don't think he can be converting that type of breaking player, stroke Vieira. No, I don't think for the physicality. I don't think so. But Monty's just reminding everyone there's 130 live viewers now tuning into this Friday morning, UK time as well. And Kenya, what time is it? The same time in Kenya as well, Isaac?
Oh, it's 1:30 p.m.
Oh right, okay, all right. So oh right, okay. It's 25 to 12 here. A little bit ahead of us. Those of you who've just been tuning, we've just been talking about the game last night and also asking respond to questions in the live chat. I've got Isaac. Yes. Finally. We had some technical problems last week, and I wanted him to be on the Easy Talk, but listen, you can't rush a good thing. It's all about timing. So we've got Isaac fantastically back actually on the Canon 4 TV. One more before we actually run through maybe the other comments. Magic says, I agree. We need both Partey and Aouar, but we are lacking mostly in creative in the midfield and goals from midfield than this defensiveness in the midfield. Under Arteta, our midfield is better in defending. That's a good point, actually. Very, very good point there. For you, Isaac, the defense, do you think the defense still needs to be strengthened up? And in which position do you think we need more strength?
Yeah, the defense needs to be more strengthened. In Tierney's position, Gabriel can play there, but he plays better as a CB. We have Pablo Mari, who's got an injury. We have our defense has average defenders, but Arteta is doing a great job with them. He's getting the best out of them. And we need one more CB. We will be getting Luis will be retiring. We have just one season with Luis, so I guess we need one more CB with so because when Luis goes, we'll actually need that CB. We'll not be going back to look for another CB.
Okay. And your thoughts quickly before I go back into the live chat for the last time. Willian, he didn't play yesterday, did he?
Yeah, Willian did not play. I don't know why his form is not really fully back. I've seen him destroy big teams. But I want him to settle back and play like he played at Chelsea. He's a great player. He knows how to win. He's a winner. That's what Saka said actually. That Willian is a winner, knows how to win games. I want him to come back, play the kind of games he played, the kind of balls he played at Chelsea. He had a pretty good season. He was at his best, at his top when we got him. So I want him to come back, slide in, and I believe if we get the midfield going, he's going to shine as Pepe is going to shine. So let's sort first this midfield. If we sort this midfield, I can see everybody flourishing at the club.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the chat. This time I'm going to try and pick out some of the non-members in the live chat. So I've got Inga who says, hi Alex and Monty, and of course Isaac as well. I hope you are well. Happy Friday, and let's hope there will be a lot of positive transfer activity before the deadline. Great win yesterday. Come on, you Gunners. Inga, thank you very much for that really good comment there. We've also got Mark Jones who says, doesn't look like we're getting Aouar or Partey. This club is a joke. The heart of the club has been ripped out. No ambition. Isaac, he says that we're not getting Aouar or Partey.
We'll not get both, but I'm confident we'll get one. One of them we'll get probably, and most probably Aouar, because he's the favorite for Arteta. And I've gone back to see a little bit of history that Arteta actually met Aouar when he was assistant to Pep. So he's had a little bit of a chat with him during their group stages, the Champions League. So I believe he'll probably bring in Aouar. He's more of what he wants. He wants to win games. He wants to create chances.
Yeah. Joe, good morning, Joe. He says, hi, Alex. So according to Lyon's president, Aouar, he said, today is deadline transfer day for Aouar. Any updates? No, that is what I've read there as well. He said literally, if any business is going to be done, it's most probably going to be done on Friday. So what you've just said, that there's no more updates on that. Mark Jones said, we beat Liverpool with their 3-2 team on penalties. Shows how crap we are. Can't even beat their second string in normal time. You lot are deluded. The team is crap. We need to get out of the crap. Right, Mark Jones. Well, again, we'll respect your opinion. We have our opinions. The most important thing is, and I'm sure Isaac will agree with me, is that we got the W. We beat them. Whether it's their first team, their third team, or fourth team, we beat them. And let's try and get another piece of silverware. Leno did well yesterday. However, Martinez should have been our number one. Yeah, we can debate this until the cows come home, can't we, Isaac?
Yeah.
Adesina, good morning. Says, I think we were a bit lucky. Ref was a joke. Again, the game shouldn't have ended up to go to a penalty shootout. Again, I didn't see the entirety of the game. So, how was the refereeing? Did you see the whole game, Isaac?
Yes, I watched the whole game. There was an incident during the 90th minute where Milner handled in a ball. The handball was a handball because we don't have the VAR right now in the Carabao Cup, so it was not given. So if there was VAR, it was definitely a penalty. We could have won on regular time, but because there is no VAR, we went to penalties. But we won the game. A win is a win. So let the fans settle down, let them cool down. We won the game. And
Isaac.
we also did not play our first team.
Exactly.
We made
Yeah.
8 changes. We made 8 changes. They made 9 changes. So they had 2 players. They had Salah. They had Van Dijk. So it was not also our first team. So we've got to give Arteta credit. Klopp has built Liverpool for 5 seasons. Arteta
Yeah.
has just had Arsenal for not even 1 year. The last 8 months
hmm
since
I,
December. Yes, he's
I
had just
remember,
8 months.
and the COVID as well, the lockdown. So, yeah, yeah. Adesina asks, hello, Alex. Is it certain that we will get, or I'm most certain that we will get him? Yeah, most certain. Bronze Dotter says, poor performance last night, but a clean sheet. The win will give confidence to the younger players and gives Arteta. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a win. I don't care if it's the third or fourth team there. A win is a win. We're looking for continuity, consistency, and let's go forwards and upwards. We know the team is not perfect. We know the team needs to be, a few players need to be shown the door, but a win is a win. Just says, let's try to sign Hosam Aouar and Partey for God's sake. Our team is near greatness. Wow, is it near greatness, Isaac?
We've got a lot of more work to do for us to compete with the big 6. You've seen the way they have signed. Apart from Manchester, the rest of the big 6 have had really good signings. So we've got a lot of work to do to compete at that level. But I believe Arteta is the right man for this job. He's done a lot of good work with the poorest squad in the big 6.
Done a really good job. Really good job. Scott Davis says, Gabriel played well, 2 stars. Leno played well, 5 stars. Thank you for that, Scott. I hope you are well. Tanaka says, I like it when Maitland-Niles smiles looking back at the keeper. And even Pepe did it as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Pepe did that as
well. Maybe just a couple more before we finish this one. I like Maitland-Niles, and that penalty was very, very cheeky and perfect. Yes, it was. And there's Stephen Davis bringing us down to earth. He says, will the result paper over the cracks, Isaac?
We needed a win. We needed that confidence. The players have got to be given the confidence so they can believe in themselves. They can beat the big boys. He's beaten Chelsea. He's beaten Pep. He's beaten Liverpool. Liverpool thrice now in his 4 games. and next we are going to play City at home.
Goodness.
So we've got to do it the hard way. We did it the FA. We did it the hard way. Carabao Cup, we're also going to do it the hard way. But I believe we're also going to beat Pep. He knows Pep well. He's been with him, so he knows him. He knows the team well. So I believe he's going to beat Pep. I'm confident of that.
Okay, good. Afori J64 says, good morning. Good morning. Alex, Leno was brilliant yesterday. Yes, he was. Just a few more before we finish this one. Let's have a look here. Let me choose one here. Maybe this one. Have I done this one already? Okay, oh no, we've done this one already, haven't we? Yep. Done that one already. We'll do this one as the last one. Willock also should have got a penalty when they took him down in the Liverpool box, and the officials was biased once again. Why are these referees never fair when it comes to Arsenal, Isaac?
We've had a little bit of issues with the refereeing. If we go back to Monday's game, talking about Mane should have got a red card straight away because of the way he handled Tierney.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we also had those 2 incidences.
Mm-hmm.
But as winners, as champions, we're going to play them, and as a winning team, we've got to know we've got to bypass all these challenges. And as a winning team, we know there are games that will be difficult. We'll have to actually scrabble through, like the West Ham game. We narrowly won. There are games that we'll be winning 1-0, There are games that we'll have to win scrubby wins. That is 1-0, 2-1. There are games we'll struggle. Yeah, you look when Man City won the cup. They had scrubby games. Liverpool, the same last season. They had scrubby games where they could win the last minute with a penalty, a
Yeah.
1-0 or a 2-1. We know there are those games. Ateta knows there are those games. He'll have to win scrubby. So I believe in him. He's a manager. I have confidence in him. He's done great, and I can see him even winning the Champions League in the
Hmm.
next 3 seasons.
Okay.
If he's backed and given the correct signings, so he's a great manager. So if someone has the contacts to the board, tell the board to back Ateta.
I'll try my best. Junior says, "Good morning from Jamaica. I don't understand our fans. If we had lost, they would have been killing the team and the manager. I hope we will sign the two. So do I. I hope, but something tells me that possibly we won't get the both of them. There has been some talk about Thomas Partey being a deadline day signing. We'll have to wait and see. Come Monday night. So depending where you are in the world, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see." Nat Wade says Monday night EPL was unfortunate. Mane should have been sent off and Laka should have scored. That's good. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm going to give our moderator Monty the last call, and he says thank you once again to every one of our 9,130 subscribers. Without you, there could never ever be a Canon for your TV. I'm going to wrap it up there, but before I do, I want to say, Isaac, it's been a pleasure finally to get you on the show, man. Finally. How did you
Thank
find
you
it?
so much. Yeah, it's been a good conversation, and I'm really happy to be a member of Canon Fodder. It's been a great channel.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
it's been my pleasure to be here,
Mhm.
and I believe I'll be back sometimes to discuss some more games because I've come to love Arsenal, and as a real fan, you've got to accept defeat where there's defeat. You've got to give credit where someone has performed well, like the case of Leno. Leno is good. We don't have to judge him with one goal, one game. Let's remember where he's brought us from Unai's time. During Unai's time, we had a shaky defense, but he kept us going. We could
Mhm.
be probably fighting off relegation if it was not for Leno because the important saves he had to make. So let's
Mhm.
give credit where credit is due, and let's criticize where is possible. But we've got to have faith in our team. I can see it going far. Uh, Ateta is taking the team to where it was before. And actually, as I was reading that before Ateta, when he came in, before he had any discussion with the players or with the workers over there, he took them to a dirty room and he told them, "This is Arsenal. You clean this room, then we'll talk." Now you can see the mentality is put in the game in the team that we are family. You can see the team fighting. Before Ateta, you could if we lost, we lost.
Yeah.
Like the West Ham game, we could have if it was Unai time, that was a lose. Could have lost that game, but Ateta, you can see even the 90th minute, the team has the spirit to fight. They are fighting. They want to win, and I can
Mhm.
see that that is the right spirit for this team. We are going to win. You don't give up. That because you are 2-1 down, you fight to the last whistle.
Here, 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 here. Listen, Isaac, I've got to say it's been a pleasure, to have you finally on Canon for your TV. And like you said, but you stole my words. It's the first time, but it's not going to be the last time. And actually, I've got to talk to you about something once we are off here to propose something to you. But to all, I saw the numbers go up as high as I think 160 odd live viewers there. That's absolutely fantastic for a morning segment. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, and even better still, I've had Isaac, and I could actually tell from the comments before he came on the show. I could tell from the comments. Listen, he knows his football. To the young fan base at Arsenal, you got to know your history at Arsenal. Go through, on the internet. There's so many ways you can read the history of Arsenal. Don't be so rushed to have a change. If Arteta loses some games, don't be so quick to say, okay, the manager's not good. Let's get another person there. Don't be so quick to. He's here for 3 seasons, for 3 years. Let him have his 3 years, and then maybe we can review what happens at the end of 3 years. But he's going to lose games. There's not going to be ever another invincibles again. So let's trust the process. Let's support the team, support Arteta. So far, he's changing the mentality of the club and the players as well. So, Isaac, I'm going to say again, thank you so very much for sharing the 50 minutes with us on here. It's been quality discussion having you on Cannon for You TV. And to everyone else, if you are new, you're just watching Cannon for You TV for the first time, you can consider subscribing to Cannon for You TV across all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, which is at Cannon for You TV, and of course here on YouTube. Remember to hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest news on this wonderful channel here, which is Cannon for You TV. I'm going to be back in roughly an hour and a half. I'm going to be doing a Europa League draw live show with my good friend James Rowe, who was on the show the other day there with Larry. And he's a sports writer. He lives in Amsterdam. So I don't know if Isaac has time. Maybe we might see Isaac back again so quick. But I'm going to speak to Isaac and we'll talk about the greater details in there. But until then, to each and every one of you, I want to bid you farewell, and I shall see you in roughly an hour and a half's time. Thank you very much, and see you later.